Okay, so hey there, hello. Happy New Year. We are officially in 2026. How exciting. And I thought a great way to ring in the new year, besides watching the Stranger Things finale, which I just got back from, and it was fantastic. They delivered on every expectation I had. They did such a good job. It was beautiful. It was emotionally so poignant and smart and well thought out, and like those creators did my heart happy. That's all I'm going to say about that. But or I might still end up talking about it a lot cuz it's still very like potent in my mind, and that's totally okay cuz it's stuck with me, and I've been watching it since it came out, and like I really did grow up with those actors and just like that show, and just with each new installment, it's very special to me. And I just want to make a vlog. Like, I want to make a New Year's vlog. I want to start doing this content thing. I want to get my goals, just I want to dive right in. And I thought it would be perfect to start out by, making a nice little video. So the first thing I really want to sort out is this mess. Because yes, it's like, okay, I'm a creative, like super cool, like wow, looks like so many things are there and so many just interests, and but this is not okay. I have to fix this, clean this, go through this, and maybe I'll get some more inspiration by doing that. So we're gonna start with that. So I did not make any progress, but one thing I did do was give myself a haircut, which is something I literally haven't done since high school. But I just thought like my hair was so overgrown down here that like it would be easy if I gave it a cut. And honestly, it looks pretty nice. So my hair lady will have to take care of the rest. So right now I'm in the processes of thinking about my different books that I am reading, because I'm reading so many different books at once right now. Because of course I am, because that's something I do. I am just not a one book at a time person, and yes, you could call it a flaw of mine, but I'm just not. So I kind of took out the vlog in hopes to figure that out. Hi vlog, just updating again. I read a little bit of City of Bones because I am working my way through the entire Shadowhunter Chronicles again, because the final trilogy in the Shadowhunter Chronicles is going to be releasing soon, and a bind up of novellas just came out, and I'm pretty sure it is like a love story, like Valentine's Day themed thing, and it looks so good. And I just have to say, I really do love the Shadowhunter world, and it's kind of like a Stranger Things situation where I'm like, I care about that world an immense amount, and I don't even know, I do know why, but I think I know more why with Stranger Things, and then with Shadowhunters, I've also been reading those books since I was like in 5th, 6th grade. So, oh, Mason wanted to pop in and say hi. So, yeah, that is like my new update, and I'm gonna take Mason for a WALK soon, but I'm not going to say the actual word or else he's gonna start flipping out, and I will have to do that now, and I don't want to do that right now. I want to wait a little bit. It's really cold out, and I just feel like I have like certain things that I want to take care of, like in my room and in my space. So yeah. Okay. Hi. So I just went on a little drive, or started going on a little drive, and I am super duper confused because I want to just like let my subscribers in about what's going on in my life, and like just be completely honest and off the cuff about everything. So I am a marijuana consumer. I've been a consumer of marijuana like a lot lately. I have 2 joints in my car right now. And I bought these joints last night for New Year's. And the most weird thing happened because I've been having these dreams where I essentially see a fox. And there was one I had recently, the most recent one I had, where the fox was being like cute and nice and friendly to me. And I was petting it and like I picked it up because it clearly wanted my attention. And it really was like feeling friendly for a good like 2-3 minutes. And then it bites me on my finger. And I can look down and I can see the bite. Okay? So this is real tea in the spiritual world, the spiritual realm. When you see a fox in your dream, it is a sign of somebody in your reality possibly being envious or having ill intentions toward you. And I'm gonna be very honest, like I have a decent picture in my mind of like who that could possibly be, but it's also just like that, again, that voice in my head that like, I'm not gonna question it because it seems pretty spot on, but like, I just wanna like talk about this because I want to believe in the good in people, and like it's hard to do that sometimes, and it's hard for me to trust myself. Something that I promised for myself this year was that I would do this content creating thing. So I'm doing it and I am excited about it and I feel really good about it. And I think my situation is interesting because I think I'm being called right now to potentially look for a new workspace because I don't know if my job right now is the most healthy environment. And I'm not gonna say where I work or anything like that. People know where I work from what I can tell. And I just can't like really, I can't fathom just life is a challenge. Excuse me. Life is a challenge. Tate McRae once said, "And when I cry, the angels sing. They say, real love doesn't clip your wings." I can't explain right now, like something is happening and I am glowing in the sun right now like a Twilight vampire. Speaking of Twilight, that is something I'm also working my way through right now via audiobook and physical form, as I do. I'm actually pleasantly surprised by how good Twilight, the book, is. I find myself enjoying the characters. I think they have better personalities than they do in the films. And the movie is so different from the book. Like, if y'all were to read this book, like if you haven't read it in a while or you like don't remember, it's so different from the movie. It's gonna blow your mind. And I do want to mention the fact that there is totally plenty of problematic elements to Twilight, and there is no reason for us to be incorporating all this Confederacy nonsense into the storyline. But the Vampire Diaries falls victims to that too. And I know that it's very entrenched in vampire lore. So I'm gonna see on this reread what I think about it, if it's as problematic as I think it is. And yeah. Okay, so I'm here to report back to you because it's now the end of the day and it's like 2 a.m. and I did not get as many of the bed books on the bed gone. So this is what my bed looks like still. And I have to get, like, I'm trying to obviously go to sleep maybe because I have a lot of errands and stuff to run tomorrow. But like, this is like, what am I gonna do, you know? something about this. I'm trying to just tap into 2026 mindset right now. The mindset for 2026 is that if I book, see, that's the thing that I always do. I always make every task happen at once, and it just does not work like that. But like, I'm frustrated with myself because I smoked, and like, you know, a normal person probably would have let that go. Okay. I just essentially want to get out of this. And I want to use this vlogging experience as a way to get out of this, because if I'm being completely honest right now, I know why this thing serves its purpose. I really, really do. It gives me a gorgeous little industry connection and just a perfect little tie to art that I love and absolutely need right now a lot in my life. And like just in general, like have to accept in my life in a way, but like even going out partying, like something just about myself I realize I have to do. Just go out and dance and like not let it mean anything and just have a good time. But with weed, it's like I love this thing. It gets me motivated. It gets me on the grind. I love it. I just get so nervous sometimes because I don't know, it would be cool to vlog and experience. I am the Ouroboros character. I don't know how to explain. But I feel like I'm so far away from like my more childlike self. If I'm being honest, like I never in a million years would have thought that I'd be so reliant on like on serotonin intake, and like it's just sad. And it's like I could just accept myself the way I am, how I am, and just whatever. Florence and the Machine was in a Criterion Picks video recently, and she has apparently gotten sober, and that is very inspiring to me. And I sometimes wonder if that's like what the key will be to like get some love back in my life. And it's not like I'm lacking love right now, but I think I put a lot of emphasis on material, like things like books and like and just reading everything, and just, you know, trying to like, I don't know, I own a lot of stuff, and it's a little, now it's getting a little overwhelming with, especially as someone with my like ADHD, not healthy for my brain. And I would like to just embrace a world of like, maybe books can be my new drug, and like, can I just be happy with that? Like, would that change anything? I think that's what I want to do. And I fear that like speaking it into existence does make me think of the two existing rest of the joints that I have in my car, that I'm going to get through one of the most anxious periods of my entire life. I don't even feel like I'm exaggerating that much when I say that. It's nothing to worry about. Divinely protected. But it's been a little freaky in my opinion. And yeah. I'm staring at you know when you like lock in on a parrot? Yes. Like yes. Yeah.